Welcome. Chat rules. No doxing. No homophobic bullcrap. No racial bullcrap. If you don't like someone in chat, click on their name and select block. And then select block again. Done. If you ever feel like it's all too much, log off and contact the number below for help. To be eligible for gifted memberships, click the $sign and select membership. Then hit gift settings and slide to on to allow gifts. Turn off gift settings the same way. My email, conniekr68@gmail.com. Tips are appreciated, never expected. Cash App, $sign, capital CONNIEKR. PayPal me at conniekr68. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thanks.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism and commenting.
Get ready, because Constant Sue has something to say, like it or not. Good afternoon. How is everybody today? Jody's here first. Hey, Lisa K. There is a Lisa K something shell going around. I deleted the comment because I didn't know if it was a dox or not, but it looked like a dox to me, so I deleted it. If whoever has that account wants to come back under rename your account, then I'll unblock you, but I don't want a dox in here if it is a dox. Hey, Kitsugi, Little Linda, Sally, Traders, Jesse. Let's see, JP Fluff, William Glory Hole. Well, William, I think he might be coming clear a little bit. He had a live this morning, and it's like maybe he's come to his senses somewhat. Not going to get too excited. And I was half asleep because I slept in this morning when I was listening to it, so I might have been dreaming all this. I might be dreaming all this. Hey, Porch Mama. But it sounded like he might have been making a tad bit of sense today. And our efforts have not gone in vain. I think we're winning this war. Just by what he said. Sarah. Here, this link is for Sarah. Hey, Fitzcrank. That link is for Sarah when she's ready. I was over watching Stone Vet. He was playing Ernie's Freak Out. Traders, that's what he said. That's what he sounds like he's going to do. He said he was leaving the kids' stuff behind, and he got a job. So that's what I'm saying. Did he finally get the message? We'll see. You know. Oh, ow! My dog just stepped on my lap. Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So let me see where Sarah might be. Sarah. Let me see if she's a messenger. Oh, there it is. Yes, I can text that link to your phone, Sarah. Okay, just a second. Give me just a minute. I'll have to get to StreamYard from my phone. Give me just a minute to send Sarah this link. Okay, there she is. Just a minute.
I'm just waiting. You can hear me.
I got to turn the TV down.
I don't know what's going on here.
Are you here now?
I've been
You
here
got it.
for a while. Have you heard me?
Yeah, your demons.
All right, let me fix it. I'm trying something else here. Let me fix it. How's that?
Sounds so okay. Sounds good.
Because I don't know if I'm using a different kind of a portable mic, so I don't know if I need to do that. Does that sound shitty?
Now there's something back. It's demon again.
Okay, 1 second. Let me try the other button here without it. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. How about that?
Now something sounds like waves. Are you at the beach?
Okay, then I'm doing the wrong mic because I got a sound blocker that I don't ever use, like a portable mic.
Uh-huh.
I could be in a dead zone. Let me see. Because you're not supposed to hear anything. I just had somebody test it with me.
Okay.
I mean, so it's not working. It sounds like. Is it not any better?
Now that's a little better.
Well, I don't want it to sound shitty. Also, I want to say, I just came from the dentist and I have a partially numb face, so it might sound like I had a stroke. It's just Novocaine and epinephrine. Whatever. I can't feel half my face, so I'm not stroking out.
Yes, Lisa, I thought that was a doc, so I removed it.
I
Yeah.
can't see anything yet, so let me try to
How
find the
does Sarah
chat.
sound to the chat?
If it's crazy, I'll just go back in my car.
It just sounds like you're by like waves or a metal. Like,
That means it's not working. It's supposed to block the
oh,
sound out. Damn it, I just tested it with somebody. My
it
portable
sounds
mic
like
must.
metal scraping on metal a little bit.
That's not good.
Fizz Crank said waves are a really messed up toilet.
Well, I didn't want to. I meant to say trigger warning because of the beach, but because I know, you know. If you know, you know. Um, I'll go back. I'll go back to
Honeybee said you're
less.
in Ernie's truck going down the highway.
I'll show you highway.
Ooh.
Now, do I look like Ernie? You have to move my avatar up so they can
Oh,
see my feet like Ernie. Help me!
you got to have one boot on.
Oh, I gotta go down to the sock. I got my battery socks on.
Ooh. Did you watch Ernie's live today?
No, I was at the dentist.
Well, it sounds like he might be making some sense, but I don't know because I was half asleep. So maybe I'm just dreaming he made some sense. Hey, Miss Governor, by God. He was acting like he, had a little hit, enlightenment. But
Oh, really?
yeah, it's only 30 minutes, 30 or 40 minutes. So
I'm looking for somebody named Nobody. Name
thank you, Fish
somebody.
Frank. He said he was going to quit doing the Predator stuff.
Oh, hell.
Hmm. And he's going to get a job.
I'm trying to make it authentic for you guys. If it's a real run, you know?
Okay, so we'll get into this.
Make it
The
look like I'm
title
in
was
the
The
road.
World is Ours. And I watched it on
I'm not really in the
Archive
road,
Live, just on a yellow line.
it's a bike path. I just said maybe
Oh.
maybe they think I'm really in the road. I better tell them. Gotta
What
go
are you
to.
looking for? The glass?
Yeah, I was going to, but not. I don't want to mess. If this sounds so bad, with my
Well,
stroke
it's
sound, I
fine
better.
now. Way too much BS. It sounds fine now.
Okay, I don't even know if that little portable mic thing is working. That's the thing. I can't tell. It's supposed to sound good. I guess I have to
Thank
get an
you, Who
expensive
Knows.
one.
Thank you, Who Knows, for the 4.99 super sticker. No, it
I got
sounds
the
fine
cheap
now.
one. I got the cheap one, and I think it's just my earbuds instead of the nice mic. Oh well.
Honeybee, I told us you had to remove one boot.
I'll do that if you really want me to.
Lisa said his PO told him to stop the Predator stuff or even mentioning it. He said he's buying a tractor trailer. I don't think he knows what they cost. Right. He thinks he can buy a truck and put it on the road. He forgets he has to pay the driver. But yeah, I agree with Lisa. I think his PO told him to stop the Predator stuff because it's
Is this
too much
better?
like a fraud. Yeah, that's there you go. It's authentic now. Just said cute boots.
Thanks.
Okay, let me find the live stream. The world is ours. See, he has a new picture. He has a new picture with nothing with Predator in it. He said that he's going to quit doing all the Predator stuff. Thank you, Who Knows, for starting my goal. Margaret said, "Oh my God, you took off a boot." Dodie said, "Dead."
I already had the opportunity.
Okay, let's see what Ernie woke up to this morning.
Votes in the chat, guys. You know what? Let's put a 1 in the chat. That's easier. Let's put a 1 in the
About
chat.
a long time ago. It's easier. Put a 1 in the chat.
Put one in the chat.
I had to dig around a few pictures to try to find something that didn't have nothing to do with predator hunting. It had nothing to do with anything that I was involved with years ago. It took me a while to come up with this photo. But this is me. This is all about me. This is what I'm about. This is my style. This is me. So changing over the channel, it's going to be hard to do, but it can be done.
Hey,
Last night,
what it is.
after the live was over with, of course, I was falling asleep. I was about over. I was done.
Hey, it is what it is. And Dodie, thank you for being a member for 22 months. It is what it is. Wants to know if you have a black toe too.
No, my toe's not black.
Too much BS said. It's sad Ernie has let great talent go to waste. He's got charisma and could use it for good, but he needs psychological help to get on the right path. If he's got the help he needs, he could do well. Well, too much. He said he's on the right path now. He just said he started with this picture here. It has nothing to do with predator hunting.
The right
Hey,
path.
Sally, thank you for being a member for 22 months. He said he got a
What
picture
is
that
the
had nothing to
path?
do with predator hunting.
But what is the path? Remember he used to talk about the path all the time? Are we on the right
I
path?
remember that. Yes, Sally, I agree. Lisa told him last night what we've all said for years. It's the first thing I said to him, too. Just be yourself. So we'll see. We'll see if he wakes up. Side bets on if he does or not.
Ernie, wake up.
And I agree with whoever said he'd look better without those gloves. Those gloves just look goofy. They just look goofy, Ernie. They just look goofy.
This morning, when I woke up, again, I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and I did my workout, and one of my friends had texted me pretty much about 6:30.
Being a member for 20 months.
You know, I think the live ended. I don't even know what was it, like 2:30. I don't know really. I didn't get much sleep, but I got enough sleep to do what I need to do today.
If you're driving a truck, Ernie, you can't do that. You have to get adequate sleep. You cannot just sleep for 3 hours. So you better get used to doing that if you're going to fly right.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, I have to changing the channel over. It's going to be hard to do, but I believe we can do it. I think we can do it. So next week, we literally just do things that we've been wanting to do for the last 3 years. When I say it's in the making, and it took a while to get where we're at, this is the final weekend that we're going to be stationary.
Okay, guys, take note. This is the final weekend. After this weekend, we're supposed to see all that shit he's promised us for 3 years. It's supposed to be coming after this weekend. So we'll see if he holds to that too. Sarah, FYI, the Menendez brothers hearing today.
Oh, was that today? I wanted to watch that. Thank
Hey,
you.
bonkers.
Apparently, when I was just acting like a fool with my little portable mic thing, I'm trying to
Was you on
find that
mute?
right now. Doing my highway run.
I get to get out there, work a job, do what I need to do. Take you guys with me, of course. Start doing these interviews, start doing, these podcasts, just turn it into something that's going to be productive.
Right, Odie.
Damn it.
My heart will always be with the child predator prevention things, but I do understand now. Just like some officials was telling me from the state of Kentucky here, they're like, you got to have the funding, you got to be able to fund this. And right now, the most important thing for you is you have to abide by state regulations.
So I'm thinking the state of Kentucky agreed with us. His child predator hunter stuff was too much like a scam. And so they put an end to that shit. He's not, according to him, according to Kentucky officials, he didn't say what official, he just said, according to Kentucky officials, he's supposed to stop the predator hunter stuff or anything to do with the predator hunter stuff. He needs to take his channel in a new direction, so that's what he's going to do.
You have to have something to show for it.
No, it's not live.
Or you can easily violate.
Hi, Carla.
You
can easily violate.
I don't have that backing I once had. I don't.
Thank God.
That doesn't mean that I will never have it again.
We can hope.
But as a person on panel last night said, I do have charisma. I do have a lot going for me when it comes to that. I will never, ever forget the true crime community. I will never forget those guys. I will never forget you people.
Aw, tears.
But bringing in cases.
Right, Dova. Hey, Lenny.
That's already too late.
Hey, just Wimbles.
No matter how hard in our hearts that we want to love and think that the best is going to turn out for that situation, it's not. It's not. The more we stay in it, the more we stay involved in it, the more it becomes a mess, a jam.
We said that years ago, Ernie.
And people, there comes a time when you have to say, you've done all that you can do. You have to leave it in God's hands.
Amen.
So with that being said, that's what we have to do.
Hey, Shannon.
No matter how hard it pains, no matter how hard it is for us in our heart, to let loose, to let go. There comes a time when you have to let it go. You have to let it go.
Lisa, by the time he buys a truck, pays for maintenance and repairs, and pays someone to drive it for him, he's not going to have much of a paycheck, is he? Might as well go to work at McDonald's.
Saving kids, rescuing kids, being a part of that lifestyle, being a part of
Hey, Sheila D.
the things I've done, the things I've been a part of, is always will be there. Nobody can ever take that from me, no matter how hard they try.
It is what it is.
But it's time to move on. It's really time to move on.
Yep. Beyond time, Ernie. Beyond time.
I have to abide by what I'm told from the state of Kentucky.
Shannon, he's saying that the state of Kentucky told him that he can't do anything with predator hunting. That, in my opinion, that the predator hunting is too much of a scam and could wind his ass back up in jail. So he has to quit doing that. Yeah.
Because I know that even though I'm letting it go right now and just setting it to the side, not putting it behind me, but setting it to the side, I know in the long run, the bigger picture is always going to circle back to my passion, and I'll be able to pick it up once more.
And we'll be there to remind everybody to watch out for scams. Hey, Lisa.
Okay, sorry about that. I was looking for my microphone that I lost when I was acting the fool with one sock on.
Uh-huh.
I guess it fell off somewhere, so that's where I was.
Did you find it?
No,
Oh, no.
I know I'll have
Hey,
to get
Midnight
another
Baker.
one. Oh well, that does suck.
Oh, wasn't that a Love Fest, Midnight Baker? I was about to die. That was boring as hell last night. Boring as hell. One comment trying to comment the other one.
Oh, hello everyone. If you said hi, because I haven't seen any chat yet. I was looking for my microphone, but I'm here now.
Are you going to keep looking for it?
I looked. That's what I've been doing. I followed my path where I was walking around with one sock. It's
Oh,
just like
gosh.
really tiny.
Is
I
it
might
in your
find it
boot?
later.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was little tiny.
That's what I get for prancing around on a highway run.
True. Okay.
With all my heart, I honestly believe that I can win, that I can be the next governor of Kentucky. But I also have to understand, too, that there's steps in order to get to that goal. It's not a normal goal. It's not something you just say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. That's not how it works. No matter how much passion I have, it takes more.
You might
I
want
can't
to
just
start with
run
a
off
job
that. I
first.
can't. If I do that, then it's like sitting at home doing nothing. Because the amount that's going to put up into it, it doesn't measure up.
I ran.
You know, I can sit here and I can do every online class they are when it comes to human trafficking. When it comes to child predators, that gets me nowhere. Does it help? Yes, it does. But it still gets me nowhere. And what I mean in this reality, in this world of YouTube, it gets me nowhere. In reality, it gets me somewhere. But in here, it gets me nowhere. And I understand.
You're muted if you're talking. I think.
I was.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, you think you'd
I,
go which one matters, real world or YouTube? And he can't figure it out. A predator teaching
Hi,
people
Ernie.
how to be aware of predators. Love for almost everyone. Hello. You're right.
Mm-hmm. What's up, everyone? Oh, I should share this out.
Hey, Governor
Oh,
Giddy Up.
I understand exactly what I got to do. But I also understand, too, that those goals take funding. And I don't have the funding. I don't have the funding to do it.
ah, There you
but I
go.
will have. I will have.
Where does the
Again,
funding come from?
this all is a part of something bigger.
People.
Right now, I'm focused on unraveling all the lies and all the discredited information about me. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
We've been waiting.
Wow.
You see,
Sponsors.
I am enrolling. I am enrolling in college. But it's going to take a while. It takes a while.
What do you think he'll specialize in college?
LARPing.
You see, notice the people in here now. A couple trolls. They don't bother me. It don't faze me no more. It doesn't faze me anymore.
You need the
It
trolls.
doesn't bother me at all. Used to, it would. It don't no more. It really don't. I am happy, and nobody can take that away from me.
Sarah, can you
So,
unblock me from? I
yeah,
don't.
did you get
I
that?
mean, if let me write it down because I don't. I mean, I don't. It's a really small block list. But if you think you just got blocked, I'll check. I'm just gonna write it down. Actually, I'll take a picture because I'll forget. I'll forget. I got a screen shoot.
I know right now that I can do things that they can't do. And that's what I plan on doing. That's exactly what I plan on doing.
Nickels.
You see, these people here, I can easily hit this ban user and delete. And guess what? They're gone. They're gone.
Isn't that a novel idea, Ernie?
Ooh.
That block button has been there for 3 years, but you wouldn't use it. You'd block
Ooh.
everybody and then unblock everybody.
I just got very good news.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Shannon.
I wish I could share it, but I can't, unfortunately.
Mhm. Well, we'll just be happy for you.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
That was weird.
Thank you. That wild card means a lot. But you guys are going to be with me? Do you think I'm going to do this alone? Hell no. I'm taking you guys with me. I plan on changing the game, and I'm going to.
Thank you.
It's going to change the world, the way we look at it. You see, people seem to forget
Get your own highway. Don't spy on
that
me,
the
bro.
world is yours for the taking. It's ours. Seriously, think about it.
This live stream had a very ATIL-esque feeling. Yeah, it reminded me of something she would do.
You see, that'll always be in my heart. But in order to go to that ultimate goal, I literally have to set it down. I have to set it to the side.
Woohoo! Winning.
You know, no matter what we say or do, People have their opinions. They're always going to believe this or that. It don't matter what it is.
Even if you show proof. You got that right.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, it's early in the morning. I understand that. And I understand a lot of people have got a lot of things to do. But think about it. I can make this channel whatever I want it. And I'm going to. I can walk outside right now, go about 150, 200 feet, and be in the mountains.
Don't forget your shoes.
I could go another 200 or 300 feet and be on ridges. From another 500, 600, 700 feet, I can be around what we call ginseng, bloodroot, poash.
Better be careful with that, Ernie. I hear them people in Kentucky don't play. You better be on the right land.
If you're just coming in now, you missed my highway run.
He
One
said, he
sock and
says.
all.
Thank you. I don't plan on it. I don't plan on letting others do anything to me anymore. I plan on becoming a lot stronger than I am now. Physically, I'm probably at the best shape of my life. I'm in the best shape of my life right now. I couldn't ask for no more.
And all.
I really
That's
couldn't.
debatable.
I couldn't ask for no more.
I'd have to disagree on that. Governor.
You know, no matter how you look at it, no matter what you say about it, I know that I'll always be the content. I know that. Why do you think we're slowing down right now for? Because slowing down. Because we know. But next week, it's a game changer.
What's next week?
It is a huge game changer.
What's going down?
So next week it's going down. We've been waiting
I'm on the
3.5
edge of my
years.
seat.
Yeah, 4 years we've been waiting. It's finally going down. We'll see.
Prepare
Side bets nothing
yourself.
happened. Yeah.
You know, I could sit here and look through messages right now. And I want nothing more to prove these people wrong. I want to see their faces. I'm all about expressions. I'm all about, you know, the way people look.
Okay.
That's funny, man. That's just dead air, not mine.
You know, when a dose of reality hits, it's like you see more clearly. You see things in a way, in a brighter perspective. You think things that's like a
Is
direction.
this the
A direction.
manipulation
It's
tone?
easy. It's like connect the dots. That means everything to me. You know, when I see people out here actually doing it and they're offering me that opportunity that they have and that they're doing and they're offering it to me, and I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, we want to see you do good.
What did they
That means
offer you?
everything to me. That shows me that there's people out here that do care. and they also care about others and whether they succeed or not.
Enlighten us.
Again, no matter what people say or do, no matter how much they influence everybody else and other people around them and on the internet,
Stop. Hey, Sharon. Thank you for the cash app, Sharon.
there's always a way to overcome that. It's hard. It's very, very hard. But sometimes it's just what we need. That little bit of adversity, that little adversity that's on everybody, it comes on everybody. It's how we deal with it. And for me, I honestly believe this. For my
He's
life,
talking slow.
I had that. And I faced troubles.
So much like ATIL. And I have it on 1.25 speed.
Wow, you never would guess that.
Yeah.
He's maybe thinking about what he got to say. You don't usually talk this slow.
That's why I said something's up. I mean, he's got the very ATIL-esque
I
feeling.
like that word. I like that word.
And like he's, like deep thoughts, deep thought. Keep it up.
Yeah, thinking about what to say to
Oh,
connect the
dummy.
dots.
How much
I went all the way back.
and I honestly believe this. For my life, I had that. And I faced troubles. I faced trials. I faced tribulation. But now I'm free. I'm glad that I had to go through that and that I endured that because it made me who I am now.
That whole 7 months of jail.
Not only did it make me who I am now, but it kind of showed me that look at these other people around you. Here's you one.
Oh my
Do you
gosh,
see that?
a troll.
He's so far caught up in his own self, and what he's doing, that he forgets.
It's
He
Brad.
forgets the major lesson. There's a lesson in with that, and he's about to learn it. He's going to learn his lesson.
How?
Viper.
What's the lesson?
So many questions. Wake up, Jody.
Brianna, I did, and I loved it, and I love teaching. I love teaching more than I did anything else. But I also got to understand that, hey, wait a minute. There's more out there to life, and I can always circle back. I can circle back to it. I can pick it
still
up,
don't know what he's talking
and I
about.
can do more with my dream than everybody.
His predator hunter stuff. He said he doesn't have to leave it behind. He just set it to the side, and he can always come back to it when he's
But
off probation. I'm guessing.
So first, his goal is the governor. Is that all this about? Okay.
The first his goal is getting a job, and then the governor.
I would suggest getting employment first. That's a good first step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that the Kentucky officials are telling him to put the predator hunter stuff aside and not mention it on YouTube.
You probably should
Or
maintain employment.
Right.
That's a good first start.
Realistic employment. Like you're not going to get a semi truck and a driver, or you're just not good at it. So start small so you don't get disappointed.
Right. And if you work at McDonald's, I mean, I don't know about the governor thing, but whatever. It's baby steps.
It's a start. Yeah, it's a start.
Before now, I cannot just say, hey, I don't accept that, because I do. It's what I've always wanted. I remember just trying to make extra money when the carnivals and stuff would come into town. I never liked the rides. I never liked to ride the rides. I never liked doing anything, but I like to go out and hang out. I like to hang out and, and get to see people and, do things and just fun things. And I was more like, I love to work. I love to work on mechanic stuff. I love to take things apart. I love to
I don't
fix them.
see
I
it.
love to
So
try
let
to,
me see.
see how things worked. That was
No, I
me.
didn't see it.
I remember when we was
What about the
working on some
carnival?
of the rides,
He
and
didn't like the rides.
there was one ride, and it was crazy. The Gravitron.
Yeah, I never went on that shit.
I learned everything about that ride, from the force that it pulls, to how to put together, how to take apart, how to do the troubleshooting on it. I learned everything about that damn thing. I also
Do you
knew
know
when it was
what?
parked in a parking lot that you had to have 4x8 sheets of plywood applied to
Wait
it.
a minute. Wait a minute. Do you
What?
know the name of that? Do you know the name of the force, Ernie? That would be called centripetal force.
He's useless information here.
It's the same thing the same kind of force that they use to separate blood. Centripetal force.
Learn something new every day.
Yep.
Under the legs because it would sink through the pavement. It weighed so much. It weighed so much that it would just sink through the pavement.
But not
I
bored?
remember being under the son of a bitch, and
Why
it
would
was in
you
Harlan. It was actually in Harlan, and I was working up under it, and I don't know the grace of God or what it was, but I was
Where
right
are we
by the
going with
leg, and I
this?
could just see the concrete like sink. I was like, wait a minute. I remember rolling out of there, and I was like, man, wait, you got to do this, you got to do that. So
Not while it's moving.
I was thinking to myself, like, wow. I remember that. I remember I had to take jacks and jack it up enough to where we could put plywood up under it
Oh
to
my.
distribute the weight to keep it from sinking through the pavement. It was wild. It
Oh
weighed so
my.
much. Um, I remember
Okay.
Moose. He was a truck driver,
Oh,
and he would haul a lot of the rides. And of course, we would go. Usually, the route, was it was Sutton's. It was Sutton's Carnival thing. It was,
Wow.
the route was usually like Harlan, then it would go into Gate City, and then the Kingsport area, just different areas around there. Actually, not Kingsport, but Johnson City. It would go to Johnson City, and it would just make its way around. And he held all of his rides, and it was I don't know, he used Kissimmee, Florida, but a lot of the parts came from Georgia. So when things would break down, we would have to transport, and I did that, and I loved it.
Okay.
I had a
I
great
don't
time
I
doing
don't understand where he's going with this. Is he saying that he was one time employed by a fair? Because they're usually like 7 to 10 days. Are you saying that was your only job? Are you remembering the job you had as a carnival helper? Because they hire people for like a week. Are we
yeah.
reminiscing
And
upon the time you had a job?
who would have guessed that Ernie was a carny? I mean, like, really?
I mean,
Yeah, we.
they come to town, they hire people for a week, and then they're gone. They gone. So did you work
Yep.
for that carnival one time? Is this your employment history? Like, where are we going with this? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. May the
We
force
did
be with you.
last week sometime he got his driver's license, complete with the fake veterans sticker on it.
Right.
Hmm.
That's all the proof they need.
Right, just the paper, and they just didn't even look at it.
it.
Hmm. Not the weird gray stripe at
Just
the
thinking
bottom where
about
it
it
was
now, when I
Photoshop.
go back, and I'm like, God Almighty, look at this. You know, thanks, Rick Maker. So let me say this, guys. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very clear about this.
We're waiting.
And I don't
Yes,
mean to
Airborne.
say it in a way that it's derogatory or be offended people. I don't want to offend nobody because it is deadly. It is deadly.
No,
If
you?
you don't take care of it, it is deadly.
He doesn't want to offend someone?
I didn't start living life
Still are.
until I contracted HIV. Okay? That's a fact. Because I'm going to
Really?
tell you this. God puts things in a way for a reason.
Well,
I
I've
was
never
doing
heard
nothing
that
with my
said.
life. And I mean this, and I'm not saying it's a good thing or, I'm not saying anything with that.
He was doing nothing with his life, so God put a bag of needles on the ground for him to fall off a ladder and fall on.
And that's the moment that life changed and things for the better.
Right.
when you landed upon those needles. Okay.
You're right. Wasn't dicks, it was needles.
Positive aspirations.
God puts things in our life for us to take responsibility.
Dirty needles.
God put that in my life for a reason.
Ernie has HIV. Yes, he does.
But when I found out, it really just it turned another dial for me. Because all I do now is I'm all about my health. I'm all about working out. I'm all about being healthy. I'm trying my best to escape that realm.
Then why'd you leave
But
your
then
pills at
again,
Deb's?
I owe a lot to that realm. No matter what people want to say. I guess what I mean to say is
Sorry, Ed.
I didn't start living life until
JW.
I had to really live life.
Ooh, that's
Didn't
deep.
start.
That's
I
what's made
didn't
me so
start
strong
living
now.
life. Wait, remember this, Constance. I
Physically
didn't
strong.
start living life until I started living life.
Jibber
Okay.
jabber. Ernieisms, yeah.
I could embroider that on my shirt.
Yeah. Right, Airborne Vet.
Strong. I'm very, very strong. I'm stronger than I was when I was 25 years old. Right now,
Smell doesn't count.
a lot stronger. And I'm just, I'm more clear about things. I'm smarter.
Smarter.
Before,
Well, maybe he doesn't go on ladders anymore. Maybe that's what he means.
the thing I hated the most was somebody that didn't like me or didn't want to, we didn't see eye to eye. I couldn't stand people like that. But now I'm more aware.
You mean
I'm like, I see clearly. I see a lot more than what I ever did before. And yeah, I do push myself to the limit to say, hey, I want you to see the same thing. But when I look at all this, what they have against me, what these other YouTubers have against me, and what they use as their actual facts,
these other
I'm able to sit
YouTubers?
back and laugh because I'm like, if that's their facts,
It's the truth.
then they're in trouble. They put it all out there, and they don't understand, but they're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
It don't bother
Lost
me
you,
anymore.
Constance.
Nothing bothers me like that.
You're going to jail today.
I have a family that loves me. I have a family that cares for me. I have people,
That's
real
nice.
friends now, and before I didn't. When I was this badass bounty hunter, when I was this badass predator hunter, I didn't have real friends.
Because you weren't
You were bad.
real.
Badass.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, I say badass now.
And it hurt. It hurts till this day to know that.
Aw.
It hurts till this day, to go back and see I was being done this way, I was being done that way. That hurts.
Aw.
And what hurts even the most is the people that was trying to tell me that it was going on in the first place. I ignored. I ignored them. I said, no, this can't be. I can't take your word.
Poor
And
Ernie.
it's those same people who stood by me for 3 or 4 years running. I hurt those people. I put the wrong people in play. I put the wrong people in positions that they should have never been in.
What? The screen shooters?
And for that, I fought myself. That's me. That's me that done that. Nobody else done that except for me.
Right.
I did that.
You did.
No matter how
I think
much I
he's
want to say,
talking
I'll
about
lay it
Mama
off on
T.
somebody else. I can't because
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like he's talking about the tigers that he lost.
I'm thinking Mama T and Lori. If you're in the bushes,
Yeah.
that might have been for you.
it was me. I did that.
You sure did.
And I knew better. I knew better.
Then why did you lead them on for so long?
So that's why I say I turn my adversities into advantages because I have.
Poor Ern.
But along the way, I gained. I gained a lot.
It is what it is.
What about the Carney story? I wasn't done with that.
Yeah.
Where are we going with that?
He just ended it.
Plywood enforced and all that. Okay.
Me and a
Next.
friend of mine was playing the other day. It's a few days ago, and something really dawned on me. He had this knife. He said, "Can you take this knife away from me?" And I was like,
What a weird way to play.
"I
Yeah, it
can,
sounds like a game.
but why
I
would
thought
I
he was
want to
gonna
take the
say like
knife away from you?"
Magic the
And of
Gathering or
course, he wanted to
something.
go into the hand-to-hand combat, knife defense tactics, stuff like that. So
Well,
I
I'm sure
thought
you
about
were
it. And I'm like,
fine. You trained the
I
U.S.
used to
Marshals,
teach this stuff
right?
when it engaged a person, when it actually you had to react.
Probably because you're a
And
tiger.
I'm thinking
You
to
knew his
myself, like,
moves.
if I could just go back and do the things over, would have I done it differently?
No
What about the
do-overs.
knife? I want to hear about the
And the
knife
answer is
story.
no.
He is jumping all over the place today.
We didn't hear about
I
the
couldn't.
rest of the knife, the Carney stuff, connecting the dots.
He said jibber jabber. Just why would I want to take it away from you, my sensei?
And I wouldn't. And
Miyagi.
because it's through the adversities that I learned. I learned a lot through that.
This was this morning, airborne vet. About 8 o'clock this morning.
What about the people you let go of? We weren't done with that one.
Yeah, kicked to the curb.
You know, you can say you learn from your mistakes, but mistakes is not always adversity. It's not always adversity at all. You know, mistakes can happen. Anybody can make a mistake, yes. But sometimes adversities, you get them without
Yeah, Charlie's over here in chat saying, "I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry I let you down." Oh, Charlie.
making mistakes.
Hey,
Life
Charlie, if you're in the
lessons.
bushes.
You know, for the last,
Hey, Shorty.
I want to say since 2017, I've lived my life on the principle of the phrase, at all cost.
At all costs.
I've had
Yeah, here we go, more jibber jabber.
many different people tell me you've changed, but you live in a way that's at all costs. During that, I realized, like, hey, wait a minute.
We're waiting.
Story time with Ernie.
We're still waiting.
You know, I sit here now and I think about it, how life was so fast. One thing after another, this and that, message after message, you're this, you're that, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're going here, you're going there, you're going to North Carolina, you're going to South Carolina, you're going to Miami, you're going to New York City.
Each
Okay.
couch a new
I was
town.
thinking, like, wait a minute.
I know.
For each town, a new couch.
We're not
'Cause you
in
couldn't
his
stay
life.
too
We're over
long.
here. We're over here, Maggie. Maggie, I love you.
Yeah.
They're so
Well,
dedicated.
we're on the road to leaving Ernie alone. As soon as he leaves the kids alone for good and stops LARPing, then we're going to leave him alone, okay?
I don't
Maggie
bug him when I
Mag.
go in there. I'm nice when I go in
All
there.
right. Viper.
You know, I can go on and on, and I can talk to you till you're blue in the face. And I can talk to you till I'm hoarse. But until you've been down that road, you're not going to understand it. And that's the
What
part
road?
that I left out.
I
Of
just
all
went
the
down
things
the
I've
road
ever
with one
done,
sock on.
Did you understand it?
No, I lost something.
Yeah, damn it. Something important, too.
with trying to teach, trying to be that signpost, trying to give that direction, the most important thing is I left out. I left out the most important thing.
What was that? Tell us, Ernie.
Maybe Maggie knows. Maybe she'll tell us.
Yeah. Can you help Ernie out, Maggie?
Oh, Last night when I was sitting doing a live, in the end of it, my medicine, I got new meds and stuff, and that was kicking in. And I was dozing in. I was dozing in. Listen at me, dozing off, and I kept
Antipsychotics do
waking
that.
myself up like big amounts of pause. But in my mind, it was talking and thinking like, wait a minute, I was seeing these things that are different,
Now he's hallucinating? I'm confused.
Me too.
a lot different than what I'm used to. Let me give you an idea. Why do we say happy birthday to someone?
I don't
I'll
know.
give you a second to find out. Why do you say happy birthday to someone?
Okay,
Wow.
chat.
What's the answer?
What do you think the answer to this riddle is? Why do you say happy birthday to someone? Now, this
It
is a
couldn't
doozy. You got to
possibly.
follow along.
Couldn't possibly be because it's the day they were born.
Could
Could
be.
it?
The,
Could it?
the jibber jabber that's coming ahead, you're going to need a whiteboard for. Okay, listen carefully. Why would you say happy birthday to someone? He's giving us a minute to think.
You know, there's an old test. There's an old test that you have 5 people
And he never says why. You say happy birthday to anyone. He just goes into this test.
in a line, facing in one direction, one right behind the other. And the person in the last part of the line there, the last person in the line, looks at this photo, and they have to make believe draw it on the person in front of them's shoulder, and then that person has to draw it on the other person in front of them's shoulder. It goes all the way to the front of a line, and in the front of a line, the person is given a piece of paper, the first person, and they're told to draw whatever it was drawn on their shoulder. And you would see some of the most craziest drawings out there.
I can imagine.
And of course,
What's this have to do with happy birthday?
so in the beginning, it starts out, the person knows what they're drawing, but they're at the end of the line. They're at the end of the line. It's not until the person gets to the front of a line that they actually see what was drawn. But of course, they're so far off from what was drawn on them. It's like telling this person a secret
Oh, good Lord.
and it going around the room. It's spreading a secret. And at the end, the person has to tell what they heard. How easy it is to be misled. How it changes.
Did anybody understand that drawing your thoughts bullshit? Did anybody understand that at all? Have you ever heard that before? Rusty Shackleford, Dr. Affirmant, more on adversities, right. Okay, he never does get back to it, though. Maggie, can you keep up?
You see, that's the problem with YouTubers. They believe anything and everything they hear without even doing any kind of facts, any fact checks or anything. And I'm not talking about the old traditional fact checks. I'm just talking about a simple lookup.
Ten more minutes.
I used to talk in front of 400 and 500 people at a time.
Right, Goya.
And it wasn't nothing
That's why
to have 385, 425, 430. And I look now and I look back and I'm like, I've done that to myself. Was it my fault? I was at fault, yes. And time is one thing you can't get back. But I know now that I can take the time that I have and I can put it into something. it's going to be well worth it.
We'll see. We're going to hold you to that, Ernie.
To say that we, the people, will protect the children at all costs, that at all costs is a motherfucker.
Not if you're careful. Not if you're not lying.
You know,
LARPing.
Ernie, once, a couple of times, you've had 700 people in your lives. When Summer went missing, yes, I did. But I also captured the attention.
Not so much. Prayer Garden has about, sometimes that much in her chat. A lot of creators that cover Summer have that in their chat. It's not really the creator, it's Summer Wells. Remember, she's the cash cow. Don't flatter yourself, Ernie.
And to say that sitting here right now, I'm just going back thinking, like, I can see so clearly now.
The rain's gone.
I don't want to do too big a live this morning, but I do want you guys to take back what I'm saying today with you, through your world today, through your life.
You hear that, guys? You got to
think about it, because
ruminate on it.
It's true.
Don't understand a fucking thing he said, but let's take it with us all day.
I mean, I wasted so much time. Seeing 80 people in his chat right now
has to crush him.
And I know there's more people streaming, and they got more people, and they're doing this, they're doing that. It's fine. I ain't worried about it.
The ones over here watching you wouldn't watch you otherwise. Plus, you block everybody.
I realized so much, guys, that I didn't know before. It took going to jail and meeting some people that are not exactly on the right side of the law.
Hardened criminal.
With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this. I don't want to go past an hour today. I've got a few things going for me right now, and I don't want to discuss it. It's just like, there was like last night, show me proof. I've showed proof. I've done all that. I've done everything.
That was torture.
It doesn't matter what receipt you have here on YouTube. It's just,
AJ.
It's not an easy world. It's not. Thank you. I appreciate that. I guess we're going to conclude this live with take what you learn.
Not a damn thing.
Don't put it away. Don't just put it on the shelf. Take and apply yourself. Look, I'm a poet and still didn't know it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all. Thank you all for fighting a good fight. If you want to donate, donate. If you don't. I'll see you later. Have fun.
No children at all costs. You left that out. Well, there you have it, folks. So are we winning the war against Ernest? Do we have his probation officer to thank? Do we have the people that contacted his probation officer to thank? So he does quit with his bullshit with kids. We'll see how long he quits with his bullshit with kids. And like Trader said early on, if he stopped with his bullshit with his kids and got a real job and didn't LARP, I don't think anybody would have, major problem with him. But we'll have to see. Hey, inch by inch. Yes. Mr. Fraud, thank you very much for your work. But I do believe we're winning. People say we hope so. I do believe we're winning. Just to get him to shut up about the kids, to me, is a win. That was a big issue that I had with him. Using children to LARP off of. That just... And now if it's out of the old lady's, pocketbooks with a LARP, get in the pocketbooks with your legitimate self, Ernie. But like someone said, I forgot, I was going to saved the quote and I forgot. He seems like it's awful hard for him to have a normal conversation. That's why this seemed like it was so stressed and lagged and was like, what the hell is he talking about? Unless he's lying and LARPing, it don't flow off his tongue like it used to, you know? You know what I mean? Or if he has new meds, I remember my son, we got him Ritalin for his ADHD, and he came home and he said, I don't want to take that medicine. And I said, why? And he goes, I'm not funny. I said, what do you mean not funny? And he said, I'm not funny. I can't run fast. I'm not funny. I'm not me. Because they just made him blah. So he would never take it again because it made him just blah. Sounds like that might be a case of something. He's got the case of something. No, Abe wasn't the guy that looked like Santa Claus. Honest Abe is from, that lady that thought she was a cop too, or said she was a cop too. But it was boring as hell. Oh my God, I thought it was never going to end. Thought it was never going to end. No, I'm not going to stop covering yet, Maggie, because Ernie has a way of creeping back. We'll see. We'll see. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Yes, Viper. It was horrible. So it wasn't a very long one today. But I just wanted to cover that from this morning. Are you still there, Sarah? We lost Sarah. She went to look back for her mic. We lost her to the waves. Nope, she's not back. I mean, Okay, SG. Yeah, I'm glad that Archives Live covers him. That's right, Rolling Stone. That's true. That's why I said we'll see. Right, Shorty? We'll see. We'll see if it holds up and holds true. I'm not going to hold my breath because the kid LARP's his biggest thing, so he's addicted to it. But we'll see. Thank you, Fizz Crank. He might not have a choice if his probation officer said that he had to stay gone, and not do the kid stuff. I can't hear. I wrote in back chat. Please text me a new link if you're still doing more. No, I'm not doing more, sir. I'm done. Oh, I never read back chat. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see it, Sarah, now. Well, Belle, I'm done now. I just wanted to do that little short live this morning. I got to get busy and do something. Is that my new name? We'll just time tells all. Time tells all. We'll see if Ernie can hold to it. But I bet he does because I think the state of Kentucky is going to make him hold to it. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all my member milestones. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Hey, Jackie Blue.